Oh my god, have I been muted this whole time? Awesome. Welcome everybody to the Wheel of Scrimblows. I'm still loopy because I spent the weekend in the hospital, but I'm doing better. Um, God. So normally on the wheel here, we like to try to get a nice, well-rounded look at the Scrimblow we are going to be judging. And tonight that is going to be a Mr. Chuck Rock. I'm going to do something a little bit different
Weather was fine.
than
Chuck Rock sat
usual.
down waiting for the rock game to start.
Hold on.
Things had never been better for Chuck.
Hold on. Hush. Chuck Rock's talking over me. So normally, oh, we have a cave babe. Normally, we like to try to do. Sorry. Woo. Try to get a well-rounded view of Scrimblow, and since there are so many versions of this Virgin Interactive Megastar, Chuck Rock, made by Core Design, who would go on to make the Tomb Raider series. He was kind of their mascot before Lara Croft. Um, I've decided we're going to focus on the Sega CD versions because I feel like playing some Sega CD. Uh, that's going to include Chuck Rock 2, Son of Chuck, which I don't know if we can really judge Chuck Rock by because in Donkey Kong Country, or sorry, Donkey Kong Junior style, he is not the star of it. It is his tot, as well as a spin-off kart racing game that I've never heard anything good about. I've never really heard anything bad about, called BC Racers. So, with that being said, I guess we're gonna rock with Chuck. Give me one moment to get started here. Been a hell of a time, honestly. All right, y'all should have audio. So far, he's living up to the name. I'll tell ya. This Chuck here, ooh, he sure knows how to rock. This is functioning. Hey, cat cam works, kind of. We have a lap hobsy. Chillin'. She doesn't know what to make of Chuck yet. She gets comfy. I might put her back on. Welcome, Dull Focus. We're chucking over here. Been a hell of a time getting things set up. You missed take 2 of my intro because I had my mic muted. So that was pretty cool. Switch inputs here. You're going to lose game for just a second, but it should come right back. We're hoping. There we go. You didn't miss much. I was just saying that because there are so many versions of this guy, this game's been ported a good jillion times. We're going to focus on the Sega CD tonight. Does appear to be 2 rhythm guitars. No, I don't think you're seeing things. Also, I need to talk to who did her top surgery. Lord. Jump is C and action's B. Interesting. I didn't know they had helium back then. But yeah, technical difficulties are why we don't have Chuck's horrifying visage along the sides of the borders here. Because one was showing up and one wasn't. And I gave up. Helium. I like it. Hey, Josepa, thank you. It's good to be back. These are not mapped correctly. No, I gotta go into settings real quick. Hold on. That's not right. The Z button. Oh, I have to define Mega CD buttons. I've only defined Mega Drive buttons. Silly me. This time. Yeah, how are you doing tonight, Josepa? There we go. We're jumping. Caveman Scremblow. Yeah, so this guy with his horrible chin was kind of a mascot for Core Design before they came up with Lara Croft. Also, I don't know how this little grid here is translating to the stream. Did not realize Sega CD would still have whatchamacallit on. Filter. That should look both a little better and a little worse. Man could carry a fish. Welcome, Washi. Thank you. Yes, it's been a trip. Gallstones, I don't recommend them. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do with their body. That was oh, I guess you do a little belly bump. That was the worst freaking pain that I have felt in my life. It was very, very, very bad. I did not enjoy it. Oh, well, does what it says on the tin. I guess there's just no way to attack those. This is pig head. Grotesque. Would you believe me if I told you this was British? Bunga bunga. Think so? Yeah. Yeah. I can not pick that up? Okay. I really feel like I should be able to pick this up. So yeah, you just kind of do that. I don't, is the boing the kind of basketballish? Oh, why are you doing that? to me. Please don't. Is the audio coming through? Yeah, audio's coming through. Okay, good. Oh. I wouldn't want you to miss out. I heard this one has the good soundtrack. Apparently the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis versions have completely different soundtracks. What the fuck? What's going on? Oh, it's so British. Gotta kind of like build our way up, or those just go in front of each other. Okay. You can't stack them. We're finding this out. So yeah, I don't know if anybody in the chat has like a history with Chuck they'd like to share. I have none. I remember seeing magazine ads for this game. It didn't quite appeal to me the way that like a bonk did, so I never played it back in the day. Do not know this man. It is regrettable, Josefa. All right. Welcome, Grossimian. Yeah. A little more puzzle platformer than I thought it would be. Bonk, I agree. It is no the other caveman platformer. Oh, you can stack them. All right. Y'all saw me try to stack that before, right? Shock Rock 64. Dude, come on. Wow. Just got combo breakered. Tomba needs to get on the list. Get on the wheel, you know? We could do an all cave special. Little Tomba. Although is Tomba really a caveman? He's more of a wild boy, right? Bonk, though. Definitely cave dweller. Humans. Yeah, I would consider Tomba more of a, like, animal child. What shit? What is happening? Alright, maybe we need to just get out of this pit. No, we gotta grab that. Oh, Ganj, you say hi? Hi to Chuck? Chuck says hi. That's how Chuck says hi. Hey, baby.
It's like Lester. It's like Bonk and Lester have like a disgusting child. Oh, he just doesn't fall in it. He just dies on top of it.
Yeah, he just dies on top of it.
Viscous slime.
It feels a little Lester the Unlikely.
Nothing works.
No, it's very British.
There's a lot of things hiding in the terrain. A lot of eyeballs.
Yeah, they don't really do anything. They're just background.
Those are all the people hiding from Chuck.
Yeah, I think they're afraid of Chuck. I think it'd be wise to be afraid of Chuck. He has a kid in the second one. Somebody
Fucked Chuck.
fucked Chuck.
I mean, with all that pelvic thrusting, he was trying to get somebody pregnant eventually.
He can play an instrument. He's got that going for him. Viv is seeing the lewd acts, yes.
So Wild Child is like gal or
I'm saying that I
Weird.
think Tomba is more of a feral child than a caveman.
like Donnie from Thornberry.
Yeah, he's like a Donnie.
Hobbs is cool. He just wants
Oh.
attention.
Okay, well, we made it. Thank you. Oh no. Hobbsy got nade. Or nor. You two are more of a feral child than a caveman. I'll keep that in mind. As I'm categorizing folks. Oh, mother of God. So there's like tons of meat everywhere, but it doesn't seem to restore like any of my health. It might just be score.
Meat for point.
Yeah, I think it's just point.
Oh my God.
According to Wikipedia page, Neanderthals in popular culture, there's been 2 video games with them, Titan Quest and Far Cry Primalk. Key for point paid.
Oh,
Make-
crap.
Oh God,
This game fucking sucks.
I know, and I gotta play it, so
That's gonna. Ugh.
we're gonna do this.
Whoever made this, not.
Core Design made this. The Tomb Raider people. There, you can see the resemblance in one of the cave babes.
Yeah.
I mean, just her breasts mostly. I wouldn't be here today. Remember when Far Cry Primal took over the zeitgeist? No, I don't.
It did for like 20 minutes, but then everyone was
We played it and it's
like,
bad.
Skyrim Breath of the Wild. Oh, too much questing.
There's no way that Far Cry Primal came out after Breath of the Wild. Is that right? Is
I don't
it?
know.
I mean, I guess.
My
I'm
opinions aren't real.
not saying that. Also, that's not an opinion. It's just a timeline. Far Cry Primal came out in 2016, so
damn.
yeah,
I got owned.
same time or later.
What was the
Baby, there's no way I can concentrate enough to think of a
I'm
Far
asking
Cry
chat,
game.
I'm asking
Okay.
Chat.
Hi,
Wasn't there a
everyone.
sequel to Far Cry that was like post-apocalypto or something? Like you're like dead malls or something. Yeah, New Dawn. I
Oh
was
my
thinking- I
god.
was
Oh my
thinking of
god.
New
Oh my
Dawn.
god. Oh my
you're
god. I
getting
hate
caught.
this video game. I hate this video game so much. I hate it.
Game over.
I hate him.
period. Game over. Period. Stop playing this.
No.
Just stop.
I gotta beat it
No, you don't.
tonight. I gotta beat a stage.
I was hoping we'd see Chuck Skeleton.
I was hoping we'd see Chuck Skeleton.
Turns out, Chuck is just a single-celled organism.
rude to Jelly Beans to
I
say
like
that.
how he only has 3 toes.
Yeah,
Or does he have?
he probably lost a couple to like a tiger or a mammoth. It's not body shame Chuck, right?
No.
He's beautiful.
I don't think Chuck is beautiful.
He's not beautiful, but he's
I think Chuck is.
a caveman. We're learning some of the gotchas here. I'm not gonna finish it, but I do want to at least beat a stage. Motherfucker.
There's just so much shit hiding behind the trees.
It's British. It's just British. This is what they thought was fun there. I've seen their food. Seen their books. They don't know. I really hate that pig head. That's really gross.
Yeah. I can't stop watching.
You should
What's
watch.
that
You should watch on your
gobbo?
computer so I can get more viewers. I don't know who that goblin is. I don't know. I'm sorry, not all British things are bad. Just weirdly sadistic platformers and politics. Okay.
Chuck's neck.
You wouldn't
This
know.
Monty Python foot.
Oh, that's vines.
Not
Who
your
could say
house.
with all the horse shit going on in this game? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't want that rock. Why would it go on top? I guess I'll die. Oh, no. I'll go down here and die. There's 2 Titus. Oh, yeah, prehistoric. I never played that. Maybe it'll go on the wheel.
Good luck.
Thank you. Turok is, I wouldn't count as a scrimblow. I think it has platforming in it, but it's not a platformer. Plus, he's not a little guy. He's like a grown man. I mean, it's terrible, but it exists. It's there. Hey, Saturn. I do, in fact, live. But maybe I'm wishing that I didn't right now, because this game is torture. Oh, here we go. I get the concept. But I don't think even in Battle of the Bionosaurs that Turok is a little guy. I think he's still a full-grown man. We might hit Dubrix. We might have to check out Chuck Rock 2. Maybe I should have made it a goal to check out every version of this first game, and we would simply load them up and look at it for 30 seconds and then put it away. Prehistoric Man on SNES, aka P-Man. Is Prehistoric Man 3? Funk, what Are we soft locked here? I think we're soft locked. Where are the first 2 P-Men? think we're soft locked because I didn't throw this rock on this crocodile, right? Oh boy. Maybe I can, maybe we can, get hit by this little guy? Unfortunately, I'm not playing this on the Soldier Boy game console with the Magic Time Rewind potion. Well. Let's go back to it. And just check out the soundtrack. Oh, this isn't like a visualizer. This is literally if you put a CD plus G in the machine. My bad. We're just gonna play the game again. Some sicko put them on Steam. The Titus brothers are shitheads who are the ones who destroyed Interplay. One of the brothers is the lead dev on Superman 64 and now works in Swiss banking regulations. Huh. Quite a career. All right. This is the run.
Birds were singing. Weather was fine.
We can take
The
in
dog
the
settled down,
intro.
waiting for the rock game to start. Things had never been better for Chuck.
It's true, Professor Beef.
A shadowy figure
No, I would
emerged
never
outside.
insult Eddie Kingston by comparing him to this bum.
Gadzooks, who's Gary Gritter, the local weirdo in them there bushes.
Gary Gritter, the local weirdo. Named after
Looks
Gary
like he
Glitter,
hearts for Chuck's wife, the
a
beautiful
non-local
Olivia
weirdo.
Ross.
So far, this has been the best part of the game. It's a little challenging. It's a little challenging. You're not going to see anything you like. Aw. Aw.
Oh, gross. There's a vor level.
You knew there would be.
Why is there a vor?
I'm just going to power through this early part here.
What was wrong with his head?
British, it's got to be a 4 level. Chuck Rock, Banjo Kazooie, the list goes on. It's true. Also, Caveman. It's got to be Vor. Joe and Mac has a Vor level. Bunk has multiple Vor levels. So the British people can't make food, so they eat each other. That tracks. Oh, Funk, this is the same game. We were just soft locked. I couldn't get out, so we started over. This is literally the same game. I was soft locked and I didn't want to deprive anybody of hot Chuck Rock action. God. He does. You know what? It's accurate. I appreciate an accurate name. All right, so we cruised through stage 1-1 now. We can't have Chuck Rock today because of woke. Chuck Biscuits. Not to be confused with Chuck Biscuit. Different drummer. Also, if I insulted anybody, I don't really hate all the British. That was a bit. There are good people over there, and I hope that you get off that island. I didn't get soft lock there this time. Oh, cool. Back to the very start of it. Wow. No, I hope that the good people get off of their Alexa programmer. Also, welcome. First time chat. I have friends stuck over in that speed run into fascism country. Not that America's doing much better at all. Maybe now that I have 2 of these things down here, I won't get stuck. Get hit by his stupid gut. Come on. Please. Okay, killed him. We just... enough. Oh no. Okay. See, I I understand that what it wants me to do mechanically is throw the rock onto the tail. Maybe the head? Hey, I'm the smartest girl alive. Pro gamer. I still hate the pig head. Fetterman Simulator. Oh. I don't think there's a level where Chuck Rock really weirdly waves a flag at protesters. But at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if there is. Oh, your favorite prehistoric creatures, like goblins. Oh, for real? Saturn, I hadn't heard that. Cool. I love blind jumps. They're the best kind of jumps. British fusion. Are there 3 eyes in colonialism? I'm bad at spelling. Two. Joke stands. Bet I'm gonna wish not dropping that rock down. Okay. Jesus, please, what is happening? No. Yeah, that's an enemy. Creepy goober. These. Chicken tikka masala is British. Hoping there'd be more blind jumps. Okay. Do we think that fish, the rotting fish, is a platform? I think it might be. I don't feel confident in that. But I think it might be. We have enough health that, like, we should be okay either way, but no, it is certainly not. It is definitively not. Okay. Fuck this game. The more I learn about it, the angrier it makes me. Not like the history of it, just the way it plays. I'm not sure if we're on another stage or not. Sounds like a good curry, Saturn. Nope, doesn't stop him. I thought it might. Does not. Everything in this game looks like it wants to sell me a candy bar that's name is a slur. Climb? No, I can't climb. Welcome, Palpatine clone. But? Question mark? A little bit. But according to Wikipedia, his catchphrase is "Unga Bunga." So far, seems to be his catchphrase. See? Very. Oh, let me. Come on. Well, at least it feels like they're distributing hearts a little bit more givingly now. I'm kind of getting the flow of it. Don't know if I love that flow, but I'm kind of getting it. I just, you know, why only speedrun Sparkster? I'll be honest, I bet this game has released on enough platforms, enough times that there's probably more good speedruns of Chuck Rock than of Rocket Knight Adventures. What is the speedrun time? Goal focus, please. Illuminate me. "19 minutes. Woof. Yeah, Palpatine clone, it's not pleasant. It's not good to look at. Makes a bad noise. Ooh, boss. All right. Now we're playing a video game. Uh, okay, so we don't want to get too far over there. I really chucked him up. Can I drop it on him? No. Okay. I think this is the strategy. I think this is the tech right here. Pretty exciting, right? Yeah, I think this Triceratops is sick. Ooh, dig that slow fade out on this boss music. And then right back in it, baby. A tuft of grass on the top platform almost looks like something out of Sonic. Oh. Make sure you write the password down, everybody. It's GJFKFN. Good job, fuck fan. Gotta. No background music as Chuck slowly murders this Triceratops. Gary Jules hadn't covered that Tears for Fears song yet, so they weren't ready to make those kind of statements in a video game. Holy crap. Everything. That's an odd spider. Gonna be getting an ad here in a minute. If y'all would please stick around. There's more of that. And then also Chuck's son and a kart racer. I don't know if either of those can really put much temperature on his scrimbometer, but we'll find out. Oh, platform. The world was not ready. No, we couldn't
10
do
years in and we bone like we're cheating on each other with each other. A decade plus and her
Thank you,
clapper on St. Jerry still
Anonymous
pounds my duck.
Oh my god, I'm actually completely drawing a blank. What is the name of the actor that plays Agent Dale Cooper? Kyle. Thank you for the follow, Palpatine clone. McLaughlin. Kyle McLaughlin. Thank you. John. The world was not ready for Kyle McLaughlin's dark turn as a complex caveman in the Flintstones live-action movie. Would rule. that exists. He plays the villain in the Flintstones live action movie. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, you should check it out. It's not great, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. It's got Rick Moranis and John Goodman. Like, yeah, I had no. When I first saw that movie, I had no idea who Kyle MacLachlan was. Yeah, he's like the main villain, and Halle Berry's is like his sidekick. The B-52s do a weird cover on the soundtrack. Yeah, I think they're in the movie, if I remember right. I want to say they covered, or not covered, but like did a version of Rock Lobster for it. Oh, and they covered the theme song. That makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense that they would cover the theme song. The B-52s, they're campy. Flintstones, campy. This makes sense. Presumably they already needed to get them to get Rock Lobster on the soundtrack because it has the word rock in it. Kinda does an E.T. when he ducks. Kind of just compresses. Oh, well, okay. I don't know, it makes sense to me. Y'all, we might check out Son of Chuck after this next death here. Viva Rock Vegas, the sequel slash prequel, I think technically, with Mr. Gamergate himself as Barney Rubble. I don't remember anything about Viva Rock Vegas, except I think there's a set piece on a Ferris wheel. Yeah, Ganj, I believe so, unless I'm getting my Baldwins confused. I believe that is Stephen Baldwin who coined the term and helped, like, amplify it. Oh, motherfuck. Oh, Adam Baldwin. Yeah, I'm sorry. We can maybe give this one more batch of lives. Was Steven the one on Entourage? Okay, so Adam was the one on Entourage also, right? Very important information to keep straight. Steven was Barty. But was Steven the one who coined Gamergate? Or was that Adam? Steven is Christ, Baldwin. Edwin is good game. And not a bald one. All right. Well, clearly I have my Baldwins and my non-Baldwins all mixed up. Y'all, not having much fun with this one. I don't think I like this one very much. I feel like everything has a projectile attack except for you, unless you pick stuff up. Oh. Okay. Generate? No. Chuck the Rock Johnson. You know, they just added Chuck the Rock Johnson to the board. Down here somewhere? Oh, okay. Chuck the Rock Johnson on the board of TKO. Wait. He has a tattoo on his left shoulder of the initials HM for Hannah Montana. He got the tattoo after making a pact with Miley Cyrus that he would be allowed to cameo on the show if he had the initials tattooed on him. He revealed the tattoo to Cyrus at a book signing in Nashville on November 10th, 2008. He was never given the opportunity to appear on the show and has since said, surprisingly, that he regrets getting the tattoo. Which Baldwin was this? Because it's a very good story. It's very funny. I would hope it's in the Hannah Montana font. He is a little Lesnar-y, which right now, a little problematic. I mean, I guess always a little problematic. Right now, publicly a little problematic. But you know, I want to focus on the positives and talk about what a great week Chuck Rock has been having. Fuck off. mushroom. All right, friends. That's Chuck Rock. Does he? We're not sure. This doesn't like to jump from disc to disc. You know, I think the other two games came out in the same year, so I'm going to leave this up to chat. Do we want to look at his son next? Or do we want to look at this potentially bad kart racer next? Or do we want to just vibe on this Sega CD BIOS screen for a while? Thank you for clipping that. Kart. I mean, not opposed to Kart. Kart next means we still have Chuck Rock 2, Son of Chuck to do. There is a Game Boy version. I got so close to checking out all these different versions. And the fact that there is a Game Boy version is, after watching some footage, a big reason why we're not. We got one for Kart, we got two for Kart, we got one for Sun, two for Kart, one for Sun. Let me check out what the date is real quick, and then we'll make the call. We're gonna end up checking out both of them. It looks like Chuck Rock 2 came out before Racers. One way to find out if you can drive. Oh, the visualizer's great. I should take that off. We should just look at it. We should just vibe on it for a minute. It's so good. Say the tallies are in, and we are going to start with Kart. Bought 2 Sega CD games. I hope they're as good as these. Saturn Visualizer, also very good. I gotta update the Scrimfo here. 1 second. Watch this intro while I do this. Oh no, this is Chuck Rock 2. What am I doing? Everybody knows I'm a big Saturn head. I'm a big Saturn head. I was saying, Funk, you can see the ooh, we got options. We can see the resemblance in some of the cave babes with Lara Croft. We got easy, medium, hard, and rock hard, like Juice Robinson. Enemy normal hard. Can't stream rock hard, no. Ah. I like the very Looney Tunes mountaintops and stuff in the background there. Dunes. We're just gonna do easy. My little eagle could use the boost. Right. Why is this man standing here? What? Yes! Yes! So vascular. Narcissus. Look at him go. I don't know why we have the World Bodybuilder Federation going on in front here. So that's... I don't know who this is. This looks like either Chuck Rock or Dilbert. Chester Cheetah? Wilma and King Chicken from Duckman. I'm gonna call these two the hair pair. The ladies together. Okay, babes. Donkey Kong. Unfortunately, I think we have to play as Chuck. Oh, Chuck and Junior. All right, so we're getting a little sneak preview. A little sneak preview of Chuck, the sequel here. It's really useful that we don't get to find out the names of these characters until we highlight them. This is Sado and Sid. Sid is a punk. Very clever. None of these characters are appealing or visually distinct in any way. Brick. Did you name her Brick? It's fucked up. And Gary. So that's probably a little transphobic. Hair pair's actual name is Jimmy and Bob. Granite and Tina. Cliff and Roxy. There's just like a subtle engine noise in the background, but why? Oh, that's Cliff and Roxy. Where was Bob? How far back was Bob? You know what? I think so. Gary was the first. Goddamn right, I abandoned it Saturday night. Doing it again in a heartbeat. Gary was the villain in the first game. Okay, so that's the confirm button, and then when I press it again, it goes back. So do I have to press start? I do. Okay. Really loving this so far. Also, I think the cave lady was from the first game. I think we'll find out, Saturn, if rocks are green shells. Oh, was there like there's like a road rash? Punch? I don't see any... I don't think it's slowing me down. Okay, so like B in the middle is accelerate. And A punches to the left. And C punches to the right. It's kind of clever, at least. Like, they did a thing. It's not gaining on him at all. It's kind of hard to look at. Not gonna lie. You know what? He doesn't look like Dilbert. He looks like Uncle Ted from Bobby's World. If anybody remembers Bobby's World. Okay. Do I think the Chuck Rock one ends with an M. Night Shyamalan The Village reveal? I do not. Do not think that. For all its faults, the Sega CD had a handful of classics. It also had BC Racers. Very true. We've moved on to the bad Mario Kart. It's actually not really a Mario Kart. There's no weapons. Just punch left and right. It's also very hard to look at. Oh, this one's especially hard to look at.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, there's like a vision cone. That wasn't on the last stage, but here. It is crappy Flintstones.
You drift?
I don't think you drift. I think you accelerate and let off of it and punch.
Fun. What a fun time racing.
Yeah.
The B-shaped track.
Also, there are 4 difficulty settings. The
Gary's
energy's
energy is running low.
No, I think that's my energy. My bike wrecked. What the fuck happened?
Fucking British people
my
making
God.
these games.
So there's 4 difficulty settings. There's easy, easy, normal, hard, and rock hard. Ow.
Oh, I'm leaving.
All right, bye. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have had her gas. My bad. Speaking of bad, this, I don't know why I overheated. Is there... Is there like a gear shift that I don't understand? Okay, maybe there is... Maybe these bikes are manual. If I press down on the D-pad, that meter goes down a little. Yeah, the bone meter. For the bones. To know what level the bones are? Collecting ends? I don't know what that's about. Damn, they're just goated. You just can't beat them. Is this before or after they invented video games that were good? Weirdly enough, Saturn, this is after. There, they're posing again. Yeah, Doom. Doom. And a couple with the Nancy. Saturn, you know what it was? It was lazy devs. I think it was lazy devs is probably what happened. This is crucially after Mario Kart, yes. Break energy low. So maybe I'm losing energy when I'm swinging, which seems to be like the mechanic of the game. No, I think I. That almost makes it worth it. Deadbeat Dad, Chuck Rock. Well, we're not here to rank games. We're here to rank Scrimblows. I would rank that one as thoroughly unpleasant if we were here to rank games. Palpatine clone, I'm sorry to tell you, Chuck fucks. You know? I hate to say it. Hopefully he's better at that than everything else.
Welcome, gamesters, to Chuck Rock 2, Son of Chuck.
Gamesters.
You'll remember that in our last exciting adventure, Chuck Rock defeated the evil Gary Gritter and his despicable dinosaur.
Yeah, we remember that. This is kind of cute. This animation's kind of cute.
Utilizing his newfound skills, Chuck invented the very first automobile. And in no time at all, had built a brand new factory and was in full production of the Rockette road machine.
Okay, so he's a capitalist. Cool. Ad's gonna start again soon. Please hang around. We have another
Began to roll
game to
Everyone wanted to own a
add to the scales of justice.
Life was almost perfect for Chuck and his beautiful wife, Ophelia. Only
Ophelia.
one thing was missing, an heir to the Rock Empire. The new arrival made their happiness complete. Chuck was a very proud father, and his son was a real chip off the old block. But life didn't remain perfect for long. Trouble was on the
That's how
horizon.
babies are
in
made.
the shape of the heartless Brick
This
Kid,
does look nice.
the owner of a new rival car plant. Unfortunately for Brick, he didn't have Chuck's skill and expertise.
This has big edutainment vibes.
Despite
Aww.
this, he was determined to be
Not like that.
He decided that if he couldn't make his fortune by fair means, he'd make them by foul. And ordered his henchmen to kidnap Chuck.
Yeah, it's very Pajama Sam. I feel like I would have gotten that either like a edutainment or like this is a free promotional CD for Cartoon Network
Blissfully unaware of her husband's
when Cartoon Network was like just
Ophelia received
reruns and Dexter's Lab and Two Stupid Dogs.
She was understandably upset. But all is not lost, for Junior is a chip off the old block after all.
Tying a brick around the slab is pretty funny.
So, with the words goo goo gaga, which mean I'll be back with my dad, Chuck Jr. sets off to rescue
That's a good
his
bet.
father
That's a
from the
good bet.
clutches of the despicable Brick Jagger in Chuck Rock 2, Son of Chuck.
Oh, Brick Jagger. Okay. So that's probably who was with Gary Gritter on the bike. See? I missed out on important lore. This might be the most parallax at once that I've ever seen. Not transphobic, just a bad pun. Notably, though, this title screen only says Son of Chuck. It doesn't say Chuck Rock 2, Son of Chuck. Oh, well, there's a Chuck 2. Never mind. Ooh. Okay, so literally everything still hurts you. Bonk, I think you're right. The baby is much uglier in the actual game. Okay. Front-facing baby. Very disturbing. Side, not too bad. I do like that these attacks have an actual, like, hitbox, hurt box to them. You fucking knock that guy out. Oh, he's got like a downward hit. I like this better already. Not by a lot. Chuck is very close to the Spelunky font. Oh. Oh, now we got Genesis bosses. That guy was made out of balls. Oh, okay. You hit it to grab onto it for some reason. You swing 4 directions. No. No. No, he does the one. Man, a costume. Look at that. A real industrial age going on here. I am very glad that the baby is not hip thrusting. I would say overall, more readable. Oh, hey. There's like an uppies button. Okay. Well, doesn't take a hit for you. Maybe I spoke too soon. A lot of skulls. Yeah. A lot of faces. A lot of hidden faces. Okay, okay. a little less sadistic as I like club the teeth out of these. I club the hair off him. It's a big bird. This bird's so big. All right. Well, we'll never know. I don't know if I'd fully say it feels unrelated. Whoa, boss already. Scary. Real delayed reaction time on this movement here. Ah. Oh, you're not happy. Oh, you start back here. Hey, that's generous. What's this? Some indication that the boss is getting hurt? Oh, classic Souls attack. Getting offed at the same time as you off the boss. Chuck Jr. doesn't really chuck rocks. He does kind of, what is this creature? Just kind of golf club them with his club here. What is... Unlucky, you ran out of time. That looks like whatever Slimer looked like before he died. The intro screens are really bad. The big close-up baby face is not good to look at. Oh, that's right. I believe we have some members of the Slimer 4 in chat. Sliming it up. Slime style. What? That's just a level transition? Oh, wait, we gotta let it do that, but I don't want to see it. It FNAF'd me. Let's let him do it again. Whoa. Chilling. What? I'm noticing a commonality in the boss attacks so far. Oh. Broke rock. This is not an enemy. This is... Oh no, it is. Really, they could telegraph some of the stuff better. I do like when he pouts. I think that's very funny. So I guess the real question at this time is gonna start being, how are we gonna rank these guys? Do we want to include the spawn of Chuck in Chuck's ranking? I don't think we're gonna come back and do a second ranking for Junior here. I would agree, but I don't think they earn 2 spots. We could maybe put them together. Chuck, Rock, and Sun. Chuck and his Nepo baby. Palpatine clone, that's a great question. So, we'll pull up the ranking here in a few minutes. We're ranking how much of a Scrimblow they are. And there's not exact science exact science to it. You know, it's an art form. But there's various factors that go into that. And that includes... Sorry, trying not to die on these spikes. Very useful. Grab that after. You know, how much of a little guy they are, or a little gal, or a little freak, or a little friend. Is it their birthday? Do they run and jump, or have a mechanic that replaces one of those things? We've had a character that slides. Maybe they just walk fast. Ultimately, we want to determine how much of a Scrimblow they are. And I would say that this little son of Chuck is probably ahead of his dad, which, you know, shouldn't that be what all parents want for their kids? But I also think that maybe they don't need to take up 2 spaces on the list. You don't feel like Scrimblow should spawn? Interesting argument. It's gonna damage boost through as much of this as I can. I do think it's kind of funny that little spurts of blood come out. Licking and sucking is allowed. Procreating is not. Oh, wacky waterfalls. These don't seem that wacky. Oh, that's a little wacky. That's pretty wacky. I take it back. You don't think the sins of the father should affect the son? Okay. I'll take it into account. It's tough because, you know, any of the other times we've had tandem entries, they are functionally the same. You know, they might have a little bit of different action on them, but not by much. These two play kind of differently. They definitely have a different vibe. Chuck did not have go home and be a family man energy in that first game. So am I trying to get on the splash? Yes. Oh, and it goes down. Okay. All right. Damage. No, come on. Oh, wait. Can I? Well. Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. Ahoy. Osric's tentacles. They really, really like that burp sound effect, huh? Come back, come back. Oh, crucially, this boss is not chomping at me. Which is actually an issue, because I don't know what I'm supposed to be hitting. Okay, you beam him with that. Oof. I think we're good. I think we're already discussing how this is going to rank. So, I don't feel like we need to continue. I think in our hearts and in our rocks, we've already started the judging process. It is a little lunky, huh? Just the font. Nothing else about this. Alright, well, let's pop back over to the computer. I'm gonna lose game. And should come back. Sorry if things are freezing. They're back. Real weird resolution things going on my screen right now that I cannot share. Thank you, Saturn. You know, Palpatine clone, I'm liable to agree. I don't think Earthworm Jim started the, like, super animation priority over platforming, but it definitely popularized it. We can, actually, while we're at it, let's just go ahead and pop out of there. All right. Pull up our little list here and let's see where these two find themselves. I think we got to do them as a pair. I think we got to do them as a pair, and I think we have to accept that Chuck Rock Jr. is going to bring his father up with him a little bit. So, you know, it's not really a sins of the father thing so much as we're going to give this kiddo a chance to help his family out in a way that a lot of us don't always get that opportunity. You know, it's a kindness that we're doing today, Dull Focus. We're choosing love. All right, these windows got scooted all around. Give me one moment to fix that. No, you know what? I highly suspect Chuck Rock is not going to be our new number one. I don't think we can confirm it yet, but I highly, highly suspect it. I mean, they did have Gary Gritter. Saturn, they did have Gary Gritter. So I don't think we can fully decide. So, Palpatine clone, you were asking a while ago what our criteria are, and they are simply: do they run? Do they jump? And are they a little friend or freak or guy or gal or critter? Is it their birthday? I think we're gonna start towards the bottom of the list here for Chuck et al. This is tough. I think at this time, hmm. Oh, we decided it wasn't actually a platformer. It was more of a puzzle competition. Like, it was more of a Bomberman. So there's no real platforming in it. Well, I'm happy to tell you, Palpatine Clone, that the VODs are available if you go follow me on YouTube. Everything up until Rocket Knight, our current number dos, is on YouTube, and then Rocket Knight should be up shortly. I was hospitalized, so I have not finished editing that one up. Croc's only number 4 because we've had some bangers. Pointy, very good. I need to set those up. I do need to set those up. Thank you for pointing that out, Washi. I do have the one on a cycle, but that's it. Pointy was tremendous. That turned into a full game playthrough, so that should tell you. Sparkster was very good. Jill was fantastic. Croc, we had a lot of fun with. The Java games were interesting. Blinks was a banger. Punky was not very punky, but fun enough. Chumi, very simple, but she's in my heart. She did have hustle. Dewey the Droplet, barely a platformer, but fun game. Takudo and Karen did a racism, so that's why they're towards the bottom. Tai was not pleasant. I think that Chuck is somewhere down in this area. Chuck Sr. kind of jumps. Kind of. Does a little jumping. He doesn't jump much. Saturn, I'm leading towards our new number 9, but I'm also thinking back and like we haven't ranked Mario yet. Super Mario. Some of you might have heard of him. Probably going to be high on the list. I think one of the things of a good Scrimblow, about to hit with ads, please stick with us. They should be a short one. One of the things of a good Scrimblow is iconic and versatility, right? Like how iconic are they? How versatile are they? Mario being able to be thrown into all these non-platformer games and still exude Mariosity is something that makes him very iconic. You drop Chuck into a kart racer and it turned into like a bad road rash on a circle that you couldn't see and that your bike overheated all the time. I think that lack of versatility is actually going to knock Chuck down further. I'm not. Chuck has 0 Riz. Chuck might be below racism. Now listen. We had a long discussion of this during that ranking. They did not do the racism. They were in a game that had designers on it that did a racism. So I didn't think it was fair to put that all on Takudo or Karen. Chuck is almost as bad to look at as racism. So I think it's fair to rank him beneath that. I think the question is now, was this worse than Tai? Prehistoric Brock Lesnar might be racist. This is true. I don't want to give Chuck the all clear here. But if he has, we haven't seen it directly. He is British, which isn't helping, but we haven't seen it directly. Tai was pretty bad. It was pretty clunky, Mortimer. Welcome back. Ads are going to be over in like 5 seconds, so I'm going to let that happen before we come to any conclusions. and they should be done. So welcome back. Thank you for sticking around. Uh, it hurts your heart to think Chuck could be the worst. Okay, Saturn, tell me why. Tell me why it's painful. Because I want to be fair. Like I'm open to any Palpatine Clip, the honorable mentions section is for games that we determined, or for characters that we determined don't actually fit into Scrimblow. So far, it's largely been because they weren't platformers. They weren't really runners, jumpers. There's a number of reasons why things might fall into there. Um, maybe they're just not enough of a little guy, not enough of a little friend or freak to make it on there. But nonetheless, we looked at them, we ran them up against the criteria, and they just didn't quite make it. Ty was both boring and bad, and Chuck is innovative and bad. It is Saturn, you do have a good point. Okay. 1991 computer platforms. This game is doing some things. I feel like if we were to go back to 1991, I'd probably be more willing to put some time into it. So like the gameplay does bring things up a little bit. I think Chuck is just unpleasant to look at, and it's kind of weirdly misogynistic. And Ty's birthday. If only we had a Chuck Rock 64. Thankfully, if we ever get to Earthworm Jim, we will. Chuck was part of a band. It's doing things, but are they good things? That's a very good point. I will say this. I think the game is more interesting. Ultimately, I have to follow my heart. So congratulations to Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. You're no longer the lowest on the list. Welcome, Chuck, Rock, and family. Yeah, and son. And son. Chuck Rock series. Congratulations. You're just awful to look at. And between every level, you stared directly into my soul and you wiped clean any joy that was in it. And your son did that too, and that's why he's down there with you. Ah, bad. Bad to look at. All right. Well, congrats. Mm, I don't think you would have ranked too much higher either, Palpatine clone, but thankfully it's not a dilemma that we have to solve tonight. Pull it up, Saturn. Go ahead. Air your grievances. This is why Imagine Dragons charts higher than 100 Gex. Explain yourself. Explain yourself. What are you talking about? Explain yourself. What are you talking about? Sometimes something being offensive to the senses is wrong. And it makes you feel. Saturn, I'm sorry that I hurt you today. But I just can't quite be there on this journey with you. Like we put pointy at number 1. I think a little offensive to the senses is markedly okay in the history of the show. I think this guy just sucks. I think what happened is this guy just sucks. Okay. All right. Modern Rebecca Black. All apologies to Rebecca Black. I guess we can meet somewhere in the middle there. Studio mode is making this look real funky, so I'm just gonna try to bring the wheel up and figure out why it looks so bad. What is happening in this window? I don't know why it's doing this. Oh, what a night. What a night for a technical nightmare. Huh. The Willy Wonka cover up. Anti pop. Chuck Rock is the Primus of Scrimblows. I could kind of vibe with that, honestly. Oh, okay. Why is some of this stuff living off the screen? I'm so confused by some of the choices that OBS has made for us tonight. Sailing in the sea. Jeez, Scrimblows. You know, we might get there. We can hope. Stuff is literally just off the screen. I don't know why. Drimp is Primus. Okay. Well, Drimp is on the wheel, so should probably get spinning here and find out. Here we go. No, don't do that. I'm gonna end up back at the hospital if OBS keeps treating me like this. Please just drag. No. Pain. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Maybe we'll reevaluate Chuck Rock at some point. Maybe we'll reevaluate. I don't know why it didn't save getting him off of there, though. I'll tell you what, if Chuck comes up again, I'll go ahead and I'll get on the list and we'll just add a space between him and Ty. So he's automatically at the bottom, even if the next one's worse. Let's spin. Let's go, rob it. All right. We got some gems of the PS1 coming up here. We got Jumpin' Flash. We got Jumpin' Flash 2. And I believe we have a translation of not 3 to look forward to. So we have like the first 3D platformer. I'm excited. These games are near and dear to my heart, so this should be good. Thank God. I needed a good one, especially after last weekend. All right, so next week we will be doing Robert of Jumping Flash. Very exciting. Thank you, Chuck and family and son and Brick Jagger and Gary Gritter and all the cave people for joining us tonight. Thank you, chat, for joining me. Gritter. I'll thank Gary Gritter. I won't thank Gary Glitter. We'll be back on Thursday with more Demon's Souls. Back to the Maneater. I have now not played that game in like 2 weeks, so we might need to do a couple runs at the Maneaters. Thank you for joining me. Next week, same time. Are we closing in on the end of Demon's Souls? No, we're probably closing into like the midpoint, I would say. We're getting right around the midpoint. Yeah, next week I'm really excited for Jumping Flash. And thank you. I'm really glad that for as bad as the pain was that I was going through, it was not, I mean, it's not unserious, but it's not, as far as things that put you in the ER, it's not that serious. So that's good. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And again, thank you everybody for joining. And I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you to our new chatters for chatting. And please, go check me out on YouTube and check those VODs out. I think you will enjoy. If you like platformers and you like little friends, I think you will enjoy what you find. Everybody, the kind words are so nice. Thank you. And I will see everybody soon. See you Thursday. Bye for now.